the summer of 1939, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth set out on a journey unlike any before. A reigning British monarch would visit the United States. Their journey began in Quebec City on May 17, 1939. Sailing aboard the RMS Empress of Australia, King George and Queen Elizabeth stepped ashore at Wolfe's Cove, where officials and dignitaries waited to greet them. From Quebec, the royal train carried them west to Montreal, one of Canada's largest and most vibrant cities. There, huge crowds gathered to welcome them, waving flags and pressing in close for a glimpse of royalty. In Ottawa, the capital of Canada, the visit took on a more official tone. On Parliament Hill, the King and Queen were welcomed with military bands, parades, and ceremonies before King George addressed Canada's Parliament. They also met with Prime Minister William Lyon Mackenzie King and other national leaders. The world was paying attention because Europe was on the brink of war. After their Canadian journey, the King and Queen crossed into the United States, and history was made. Their arrival in Washington, D.C. was treated as a major event. King George VI and Queen Elizabeth arrived at the White House, becoming the first reigning British monarchs to set foot in America. Their meeting with President Roosevelt marked the beginning of a vital friendship. After their White House welcome, there was a grand parade through Washington. King George rode through the streets beside President Roosevelt. For many Americans, this was their very first look at a British king. But beneath the excitement, there was also a serious purpose. This visit was as much about diplomacy as it was about ceremony. From Washington, the royals traveled to New York City. The city's energy was electric, with enormous crowds turning out to welcome them. The sight of royalty moving through America's biggest metropolis created headlines around the world. But perhaps the most famous moment of the tour was at Roosevelt's family estate, where the President and First Lady hosted the King and Queen hot dogs, salad, and beer during an afternoon picnic.